Belinda and HarperAudio Australia present this unabridged recording of The Radio Hour, written by Victoria Purman and read by Jennifer Vuletic. This book is dedicated to Caitlin, Rhiannon, Victoria, aka Little Vic, and Matilda. I love it that you ask yourselves, WWVD. What an honour it is to be your mentor and friend. Literature cannot be the business of a woman's life, and it ought not to be. The more she is engaged in her proper duties, the less leisure she will have for it, even as an accomplishment and a recreation. Letter from Robert Southey to Charlotte Bronte, 12th of March, 1837. Her word had no weight. Her convenience was always to give way. Persuasion, Jane Austen. It's never too late to be what you might have been. George Eliot, attributed. Chapter 1, in which our heroine, spinster, secretary, and loyal daughter Miss Martha Berry, discovers she's about to embark on a new assignment.
Miss Berry, I'm sending you to work with one of our new radio producers.
Sitting across from Mr. Rutherford Hayes, Martha Berry could almost see her reflection in his gleaming mahogany desk. She'd made sure to shine it with furniture polish that very morning, just the way he liked it, and had double-checked that the black Bakelite ashtray onto which he tapped his ubiquitous pipe was empty too. It had been clean as a whistle first thing that morning, but now resembled the ruins of Pompeii. The national broadcaster's head of drama was rather fond of his tobacco. "I see," Martha replied, holding a smile on her face. She sat perfectly still, the way she'd been taught as a girl. Her hands were cupped politely in her lap, her legs crossed at the ankle just like the Queen. That way there was no risk of her underwear ever being exposed. Her back was ramrod straight, even without the aid of a corset. These were skills she had learnt 35 years before at Secretarial College. Don't fidget, only speak when spoken to, never ever take a risk that someone might see your underwear, and always, always remain polite. While Mr. Hayes puffed and stared into the middle distance, Martha's attention drifted to the framed photograph of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II on the wall behind him. It needed straightening. How could she have missed that?
This young chap is kicking off a new radio serial. Quentin Quint's his name.
Mr. Hayes sucked deep on his pipe, leant back in his chair, and exhaled a locomotive engine's worth of smoke right across the desk and directly into Martha's face. She swallowed a cough.
Everyone at the ABC is in a permanent state of apoplexy about the arrival of television. It's only months away, Miss Berry. It's television this and television that. Personally, I don't think it'll take off here in Australia. People will always want their radio. You can bet on that.
Mr. Hayes aimed his pipe at Martha, as if to prove his point, and then took another puff. Martha had seen photographs of televisions. There were little movie screens in wooden cabinets with legs. Fancy new pieces of furniture for living rooms that would soon compete with the radio cabinets that had until now taken pride of place. The British and the Americans had had television for years, of course, and while some in Australia had been pushing for it, others weren't quite sure about the whole newfangled medium.
I myself believe it'll be nothing but a conduit for mediocrity and vulgar sensationalism,
Mr. Hayes continued, staring up at the ceiling as he pontificated.
The very novelty of it will encourage people to look at anything, no matter the quality of what's served up to them. Goodness me, the television chaps are telling me that, judging from what they've seen in America and England, they could broadcast a film of a cat licking its paws and people would watch. What about the children, Miss Berry? What if they develop an addiction and forget how to run and play? What will happen if people stop conversing with each other because they're too busy watching a box, or going to lectures, or musical performances, or the theatre, or concerts, and, God forbid, reading? What if people stop reading?
Martha almost forgot to breathe. Would people really stop reading? What would happen to...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?